I am Maria Garcia de Fleury. Louis Bouffard is a young Frenchman who at the age of 2.5 was diagnosed with Duchenne muscular dystrophy, a progressive genetic disease that affects the muscles progressively, weaken them until they become paralyzed. As he grew older, Louis lost the use of his arms and then his legs. His respiratory capacity also decreased. The young man is connected to respiratory assistance. These days, when so many people go on missions, Louis says that I am also a missionary from my wheelchair. In an interview, he said, living with suffering is difficult, but when you have something to live for, you move on, and added, illness is not an injustice, but a test. In our lives, we all suffer at some point. We just have to give another dimension to that suffering. Faith is what it makes it possible. Faith means remembering the mystery of the incarnation. I firmly believe that Christ came to share my suffering. God does not want suffering. He fights it, and more than that, he comes to join us in it. When someone asked him about what happens to your dignity, Louis responded, it is today's society that wants to sell dignity as something that is not, as if suffering takes away dignity. Suffering does not take away dignity. Human dignity cannot be lost. We're worthy because we are children of God. Louis adds that what we have to do is fight against loneliness, that what kills people. Fight against the gaze of people marked more with fear than malice, because it reminds them of their own weaknesses, and that scares us, and we try to escape from it. For Louis, his greatest strength is his family, whom he appreciates and loves, and he adds, they have taught me that I do not live alone with my disability. It's a great grace. When everything shakes, I see the image of that broken Christ, and I think that that is my greatest strength. It is with this wheelchair that Christ calls me to be a missionary. For this, we must put ourselves at the disposal of God's grace, a little like a stained glass window that we are willing to let its light shine. It is daily conversion process. Say yes every morning and adjust well everything that happens to us, because we must understand that we have been made for eternal life. Louis is currently studying his third year of law at the Sorbonne University in Paris, and despite his Duchenne muscular dystrophy, he joined the legal department of civil engineering, working as an apprentice. There he discovered the profession of corporate lawyer, the work of public works and GTE teams. This committed and passionate young man is also the author of a book called A Light in the Trenches. Louis, in his black wheelchair, with his back and head very strong, barely moves, and he embodies the exact opposite of inertia. Louis lives fully because he found meaning in his life by realizing that everything is ephemeral. Life is made to teach us to love. We have to live for that great encounter with God. And friends, with God, we always win.